One group started as elephant hunters but evolved into the king's bodyguards, feared by the French, while the other is a fictional group of bodyguards inspired by the previous group. With the premise of being fiercely loyal to their king while being well versed in combat, who would win a fight between a Dahomey Amazon and a member of the Dora Milaje? Will the 17th century warriors triumph over the wives to the Black Panther? That is what we'll discuss today on Africa Assemble. We'll not force you to subscribe, but we'll ask politely that you hit the like button. And if you do subscribe, welcome, and leave a greeting in the comments and we shall reply. Then click the notification button to never miss our videos, and like this video to help us make more content you love about our amazing continent. Let's dive in. The Dahomey Amazons came into existence in the 1600s, initially as elephant hunters. As male soldiers were in short supply due to slavery, it is possible that King Hobaja elevated the roles of the female hunters into a military regime. Their local name was Mino. However, Europeans named them the Amazons after the mythical female Greek warriors because of their audacity and courage. At the height of their population, the Mino reached 6,000 in number in multiple divisions. But due to many wars against neighbors and especially Abeokuta, the Amazons were eventually defeated by the French army until they died out in 1904. Even until their complete disbandment, Amazons would masquerade as normal women and slit the throats of French soldiers. The Dora Milaje, on the other hand, are a fictional group of bodyguards to the king of Wakanda. Their creation is a direct inspiration from the Dahomey Amazons, appearing in Black Panther Volume 3 in 1998 by Christopher Priest. They come from the different tribes of Wakanda to ease any tribal warfare, being ceremonial wives in training. Their popularity only soared with the release of the Black Panther movie in 2018. Recruitment for the Dahomey Amazons started as early as the age of 8, and the soldiers trained in survival skills, indifference to pain and death, while enduring intense physical exercise. Aggression was an advantage for a recruit as it could be honed for war. The Dora Milaje, on the other hand, trained for 5 years, following the 5 tenets of the Dora Milaje, which are tradition, honor, strength, courage, and compassion. They were also picked and trained by the Black Panther himself. As for the weapons, the Amazons started off with clubs and knives, but eventually carried Winchester rifles or bows and arrows. This evolution of weaponry came as different divisions in the military unit were created. The enemies noticed the women fired their rifles from the hips as opposed to the shoulders, showing that they were ready for surprise attacks. The Dora Milaje are more sophisticated with the Wakandan spear, the karambit, bracelets, winga, and the mambele. Due to the technological prowess of Wakanda, the spears emit an electric charge, while being made of vibranium, which will come in handy later. So who would win a fight between a member of these two groups? The Amazonian was light on protection, likely due to mobility, as Dora Milaje wore medium armor. Initially, the Amazonian would have an advantage due to being able to strike first with a rifle, as long as they are able to aim at an unprotected body part of the Dora Milaje. If, however, the fight gets close, the odds will favorably shift towards the Dora Milaje, as the Marvel women are trained in many forms of martial arts. The Amazons are more versed in brute strength, audacity, and intimidation, and a high tolerance to pain, and this could come into play in grappling. When weapons in close range are used, the advantage would once again remain with the Dora Milaje. The Wakandan spears are made of vibranium, which has the power to stop a moving van. The spears would rip through the swords and the clubs of the Amazonians. If the spears and swords were knocked out of the hands of the combatants, they could move to even smaller weapons like the knives for the Amazonian and a karambi for the Dora Milaje, which becomes a fight that anyone can win. The Amazonian could have the advantage in close combat as they were better with knives due to the history of hunting. As the fight could go either way, it would seem the Dahomey Amazonian would win a fight due to the range and hand-to-hand combat. However, Dora Milaje could win with the superiority of the weapons and the more diverse combat style. Question to you: who would win if this fight turned into a group fight? Would more spear-wielding women be far superior to a more diverse team of African warriors? Another strong woman in the history of Africa is Queen Amina, who we matched with Yasuke, a slave that became a samurai. If you want to see what would happen if these two legendary warriors got into a fight, check the video out here. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video to help us. Comment below to discuss or request a video. Okay, bye now.